Yeah.
Have you watched any of the Rehearsal yet? The Nathan Fielder show?
Yes.
The new Nathan Fielder one?
All right. So I'm glad you brought that up. Tell me this. Is Nathan Fielder a comedian, or is Nathan Fielder a man who is suffering with extreme autism and is powering through it as best he can?
He's a comedian.
Are you sure that he has an off button?
I mean, I've never seen it, but he is probably the best in the business at deadpan at this moment in time.
Well, let me just throw this out there, because this is what makes me lean the other way, and I did no research. But there's a point in the Rehearsal. I watched some of the first episode, as much as I could stomach. And he says something like, the way I am, or my personality, or my syndrome. He says something like that. I don't remember the phraseology, but it's off-putting for people when they and they struggle with me. So I found that humor is a good way to like break through that. And it's like, are you serious right now, or is this a fucking bit? Because he does start the conversation with humor, and the scary thing is because he has rehearsed his first meeting with this man dozens of times with an actor in a replica of the man's apartment that he took a scan of by sending fake repairman in. And but I can't laugh at him because he's so deadpan that I worry that he's
good at it. He's
mentally
tremendous.
Ill or something. There's something wrong with him.
No,
I did see one where it was the poo flavored ice cream bit, and this is from his old show. But he's failing yogurt shop. I've got an idea for you. Poo flavored ice cream, and the guy's like, "We sell food here. I don't think it's a great idea to have, poo and food, and even the same idea." And he goes, no, trust me. This is going to bring a lot of people in, lots of foot traffic. So they go through this extensive process, making poo flavored ice cream. They hire a company that does this somehow. Yeah. And they make a terrible tasting ice cream that they shop. They have people eat it. Oh, it tastes like shit. Yeah. That's what people hate it. They run the product out there. And of course, people come in and they fucking hate it because it actually tastes like shit. It's not like blueberry and we go, haha, it looks like poo. It's shit flavor. Yeah. And so Nathan goes, and to the owner of the show, I'm starting to think, this is the end of the episode. I'm starting to think maybe it's not such a great idea to have poop and food sort of in the same type thing. And the guy goes, well, yeah, I told you that at the very beginning. And he goes, well, I guess we learned something then. And that's the end. And I was like, are you kidding me, bro? He reminds me of Carl Pilkington.
I love him. Yeah.
Because with Carl Pilkington, he never gives up the goose either. He's sticking to that bit of being retarded. And it's only if you pay attention, he's clearly great at telling jokes. And he's just like, yeah, you wouldn't believe it. I went there. Yeah. Thought I was at a proctologist, but it turned out, he was a repairman. I mean, he did a decent job and all, but the oil.
You can tell he's making jokes. When he gets his the finger in his ass, afterward, he's like, "And you're a doctor, aren't you?" Just joking, clearly. Yeah. He's almost harder to read for me. Nathan Fielder's deadpanness, I'm like, he's a deadpan guy. You'd be able to tell more if you watched more Nathan For You of the previous show, Nathan For You. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of clear bits in there where he's constructing it, but in the Rehearsal, he's a little more
when I'm not when I'm not in on the joke, when I'm not sure if this like Bubbles, for example, in Trailer Park Boys. When I introduce people to that, they're like, is that guy retarded? Can I laugh at that guy? Is what they're at. Okay to mock this fucking googly-eyed fuck, or is he actually a retarded actor, and should I be impressed by his performance?
Yeah. No, you can laugh at him. He's normal.
First of all, this dude is super cool. He plays guitar, he rocks out, and he's doing a silly voice. So laugh it up, But with this Nathan Fielder guy, I'm like, is it okay to laugh at this guy? Because he's weirding me out.
You need to watch some more Nathan For You. It is, of any show, I think I laugh out loud more at it than any show I've watched in the last couple of years. It's so fucking funny. The guy is the best deadpan guy in the business. The way he sets things up, he strings people along. It's
I don't think Woody would like it. I mean, I was going to say
Taylor's interest in comedy is interesting to me. He likes, I can't think of his name. Big strong guy taught Harley how to box. He was on this show.
Sam Hyde.
Oh, yeah. Sam Hyde.
Yeah, you like Sam Hyde a lot. You like Nathan a lot. You like All Gas No Brakes. I probably have that right. I think. And I don't. hear you saying you like comedy specials very much anymore,
Yeah,
or
not
TV
anymore.
shows that are supposed to be funny. Like you rarely talk about how funny like The Office is or something like that.
Yeah,
You have a different kind of more raw taste now.
maybe. I mean, I like Nathan For You. I like, first of all, like the creativity of his silly ideas. It hooks me so much because like it's just organically super creative, and it's novel, and it's unique, and it's really good. And his delivery on all the jokes, like the absolute refusal of him to give in no matter how uncomfortable a situation is. He's always triple, quadruple, septuple dipping back in to make it uncomfortable. I think that guy is a genius. He's so fucking funny. You got to watch some Nathan For You. And
now that I'm sure he's not,
he's not autistic. He's just a goofball.
He comes off like he can, like he should barely be able to function. He seems so. It's like, do you understand emotions at all? Are you it's like a computer or something? The way he acts, like he doesn't act like a human being.
Yeah,
and it's weird to see him interact with people because I'm not sure if they're in on the joke, and so like I don't know. Again, I don't know if like me and Nathan are supposed to be laughing at them, or if they are laughing at me. I don't know who the joke's on.
I don't care who the joke's on. It's funny. Like the jokes is often on the people who are the business owner. But even them, like like but like that's another thing. These business owners, they're not retarded. There's cameras all over the place. Like it's a comedy show.
I thought Gordon Ramsay was coming to rejuvenate their business, and instead Nathan came and made shit flavored ice cream.
They have to agree to it and everything, and they know at the crux of it, it's a publicity thing, and that's why it's so silly. And those have you seen, like, watch the episode where he makes a winter coat brand whose mission statement is about teaching people about the Holocaust.
Holy shit.
Because he was talking about the North Face. I don't remember the setup, but he's like, and shockingly, the North Face was founded by someone who wasn't sure if the Holocaust happened. After hearing this, I knew it had to change. And then like he created a company called Summit Ice. If you go to summitice.com, you can't still buy it, but their tagline is never forget. and it's a bunch of, and it's like people in Summit Ice coats with like Holocaust factoids under it. He like goes to a Holocaust museum and gives the proceeds from Summit Ice to them. And like makes a joke with them as well. Obviously, it's very, very funny. Unique, clever stuff. So check that. Anybody out there who hasn't watched Nathan For You, very fun.